morning, gang. It's Tuesday the 9th of June, 2020. Yes, the Clouds jacket is back again. We're very, very pink today, aren't we, boys and girls? Very, very pink indeed. My nephew's wife was asking where I got the not peacock. I always think they're called peacocks. The Flamingo backdrop from. The same place I get all my backdrops from. If you want to have a little look there, they've the huge catalogue of all different backdrops that I like to go through now and again. It's called Rosegal, rosegal.com. rosegal.com. Okay, that's where all the backdrops come from. They do come from China. Okay, so they take a little while to come, but I think they're excellent quality. They really are. Over the years, there's only been a couple that I haven't really liked. That was the psychedelic one that was posted to someone who won. I can't remember who it was now. Yes, possibly Dan. And there was also like a sort of a palm one that I had up at the caravan. I wasn't keen on that one either. I don't know where that is, actually. Perhaps we'll give that one away as well at some point. So there we are. All right, so welcome along. Talking of flamingos, did you know this is in the... they're aggressive, a little bit like some of you. Very, very aggressive. I'm lucky to be here this morning. I had a terrible coughing fit about 10 minutes ago. Oh, I couldn't just start. It wouldn't stop. Dear me, it felt like there was something stuck and it wouldn't come up, you know, like a piece of phlegm. Isn't that awful? Anyway, it seems to have stopped now. Flushes of aggression. In this morning's Daily Mail, it says the brightest pink flamingos, which are possibly like those on there. Come on, you want one of those, don't you? I know you want one of those. The brightest pink flamingos are more aggressive than their pale rivals, according to the Daily Mail this morning, when it comes to fighting over food. Who's been fighting over food? Was it you? Is it you? Trying to nick a bag of crisps off that poor child as it walks past. There they are, shoveling it in their faces, bless them. Researchers from the University of Exeter in Gloucestershire investigated the differences in flamingo behaviour when feeding. Who knew? Pink plumage. Oh yeah, pink plumage. Oh, don't look at those, please. It's not funny. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Any young mothers out there who are having trouble with the breastfeeding at the moment, I think I can help. I think Adam the plumber got back. Did you get back on the Slimming World? I think Adam's with us this morning. He said he was going to get back on the Slimming World. There's a few of us need to do that. Certainly me. Oh, that's early for a text. Look at this. What's this here? Oh, we're getting a parcel today. How exciting. 12:14 to 13:14. Oh, well, that's it. I'll have to go now and go for my walk. Bye. See you soon. Bye-bye now. Not really. I'm just here to wind people up. That's the only reason I'm here. You're not interested in the stories or any of the chat. I'm just here. You just want to be wound up. That's why you're there, isn't it? I can tell these things. Certain people more than others. The team found the birds fight more when food is available in a small area, such as a bowl. Suggesting in captivity it should be provided over a wide space. So there we are. You need to watch out for the very pink flamingos. They could attack at any time. There was another spider about to attack me last night. Oh yes. I was having a FaceTime with my nephew Gary and his lovely wife. The children had gone to bed. Harry, great nephew Harry, who's is he 6 or 7? 7. 6? 7. I think it's 7. Great nephew Harry, he's becoming a little bit mouthy. He keeps, every time I come on the video and I say hello, he said, I'm going to punch you like that. And he holds his little fist up like that, bless him. He's becoming a little bit lippy, that great nephew Harry. I think there will have to be a withhold of sweets in future. Absolutely. See, we did this thing when we were on Haven holidays, where I've been a few caravan holidays with them. And there's this thing where he launches himself at me, literally. He jumps at me and I fire a phaser at him. And he goes flying across and ends up on the grass. Well, I think that might be me next time. He's become a bit lippy. Anyway, they were in bed last night when I rung up. And I was having this FaceTime with Gary, as I do most nights now, and and nearly near the end of the conversation, he said, "There's a spider behind you." Well, Gary's one of those people that you think to yourself, you've cried wolf too many times. Do you know what I mean? A little bit like Rachel does on here with the spiders. People cry wolf too many times, and then you don't believe them anymore. You really don't. Well, I happened to turn around. There was indeed a spider on the wall behind me. Not as bad as the one that was in here, though, because it had the tiny body and the very long legs. Nevertheless, the Hoover came out. And it was placed carefully outside as it struggled to get out of my little mini Dyson Hoover. Always a good idea to have some of those, one of those inside. Yes, need the Dyson Hoover. So that was a little chat with my my nephew last night. Bit cold last night. Did you think it was a bit cold last night? I thought it was a bit cold this morning when I poked my head out the door. But I had a nice sleep. Yesterday I did DIY. DIY Chris strikes again, boys and girls. But more of that after we've said hello to a few people this morning. Let's go. Andy has sent a £2 super chat. Thank you, Andy. Let me give you 2 free raffle tickets for the Super Chatter raffle. This week's prize is a T-shirt available in black, large, black, XXX large, or white, large, whatever you want, okay? And the raffle will be taking place on Thursday morning for the Super Chatters raffle. Anyone who sends us a £1 tip will get a free raffle ticket. There we go. Andy. I found a spare ticket, Andy. So they're kind of different numbers there. 470 and 477, Andy, all right? 470 and 477. Quite where the extra one came from, I don't know. But it was in here, so they both go in there. Like that. Thank you for the tip, Andy. Very kind. Anyone else who sends a tip, you'll, of course, get your free raffle tickets with that as well. All right. Every time you send £1, you get a free raffle ticket. £2, 2 raffle tickets. £1.99 sticker, 2 raffle tickets. Let's go. Gareth. Good morning, Gareth Loxton. Peter Paliwoda. Dan S. in the house. There's Michael Pullman. Morning, Michael. Morning, Michael. I saw a little post from you today. You put what you want on your own wall. I never understand people that put a post up on the Facebook and other people seem to feel the need to criticise it or think they've got the right to criticise something on your own wall. You put what you like on your wall. Makes no difference. If you disagree with 99% of the population, doesn't matter. You put what you want on your wall. Absolutely. Good morning to Gavin. I find the delete button very good, or the block button. When people really get you fed up enough, just use the block button. That's it. They're gone forever. You know, and you might, sometimes people say, oh, it's really easy to set up another account. And it might be easy, but it takes ever such a long time to keep setting up accounts. That's what the trolls do on the YouTube. Sometimes the trolls on the YouTube, you know, they come back like 5 minutes later. It takes a microsecond to block someone and about 5 to 10 minutes to set up a new account. So don't worry about that. Use the block button there. Okay. Morning to Dan S. Hello to Dan. Michael Lawrence. Good morning to you. There's Andy there, who just sent the super chat. Thank you. Please sing a Manilow Megamix. I don't know if I've got one of those. I'll have a quick look. Morning to Adrian Richardson. Morning to you, Mandy Davenport, Mick Davenport, Jason Hughes. Hello, Jason. Everyone else? Let's have a look. I'm sure I saw young Adam the plumber. Peter Wright is there. Morning, Peter Wright. John Aitken. Good morning. There's Chai. Hello, Chai. You're right, Chai. Nice to see you there. Pop it up on the side there. Chai is one of my best ever karaoke singers, aren't you, my love? Welcome to you. Peter's going to do polishing today. Oh, Christ. Rather you than me. I don't like doing cleaning. I find it very boring. Polishing, anything like that. Very, very boring. Morning to Shania. Head of the Catholic Church there. There's Mike Reese Ponto. Is that everyone? Are we any snowflakes appeared yet? And Paul and Lou is out of bed. Good God. Very early today, Paul and Lou. Welcome along to the show to you as well. And there's Christopher Woodhouse. He likes to start his visit to the show with a super chat. He's going to try and win the prize as well this week, are you, Chris? Is that what's going on there? Thank you, Chris. Chris is a big fan of Netflix. And I've been mentioning a show for you to watch, which I'm getting quite into now. Snowpiercer, okay? And that's about all these people that are on a train that has to keep moving. Somehow, it's a perpetual motion train. Doesn't stop moving. It has to keep going around because everything on the earth is so cold that it's dead, right? And the only people surviving are those people that are on the train. Thank you, Chris. 478 and 479 for you. And if this thing keeps going around and what goes on the train. It's very good. Snowpiercer on Netflix. So got another couple of things I want to watch. There's the Jeffrey Einstein. Einstein. I can't remember his name now. Vile person. Jeffrey Epstein, I think it is, or Einstein. He's got there's a series about him on there, and something about Last Crime in America that I saw pop up on my recommended things to watch on Netflix. I think that's a film, and I was going to start watching it, and then I noticed it was like 2.5 hours long, and it was already 11 o'clock last night, so I didn't put that one on. But it looks quite good. Bookham Dano, Hawaii 5-0. That was good, wasn't it? That was good. Jason, if I win a super chat raffle, keep the shirt as I've got one to sing Manilow every day for a week. Hello, Colin. Welcome to the show, Colin. Is that everyone there? And Michael Lawrence as well. God, we're all after a t-shirt. I thought you had a t-shirt, Michael. I thought you had a t-shirt, or is it just you just want to like say thank you, Chris? We love you very much, and I can understand that. I can understand. I miss being on the pool table with you, to be honest, Michael. I miss being near the pool table with you, darling. What are you doing at the moment? Have you got a pool table in your house? I bet you haven't. They take up so much room, don't they? I know. Up in let me just write this out. Up at Woodall Spa in Lincolnshire. There you go, Michael. 480 to 482 for you. Okay. Up in Woodall Spa, my I don't know what you call her now. One of my brother-in-law's families built an extra bit on the house just for a pool table. As I say, they take up so much space in the house. They really do. I mean, to be honest, I'd much rather have an electric train layout. Yes, we'll have some of that. I can't be bothered to build it, though. Someone else would have to come in and build it for me. I just sit in the middle with the controls. We could do a whole show in the middle of my new train layout. Actually, you can get small train layouts. It's called N gauge. They're very small. I have O gauge. This is an O gauge train, right? There you go. That's an O. No, sorry, I beg your pardon. It's a double O gauge, double O. The O gauges are a bit bigger. You've got G gauge, which is for gardens, literally, quite large trains. And then there's N gauge, which are tiny little trains. And you can have a whole layout, quite a complicated layout, actually, in the corner of your room somewhere with N gauge. I think cousin Vincent, who's in Australia, had that at some point. I'm sure they had an N-gauge railway there. Anyway, good morning to you, Christopher Woodhouse. Morning to you, sir. Good Girls on Netflix. Don't know that one. Good Girls. Thank you very much. Yeah, there we go. Adam the Plumber back on the old slimming world. He's lost 4 pounds so far. Congratulations there. Morning. Do you want to know what the fish story is, Heidi? It's all coming up, dear, in today's show. I see that you've been catching fish. Lots of fish yesterday. I noticed that. I noticed that as well. Don't think I don't notice things on here. Ah, yes, it's all being watched, all being taken in. John Aitken watched a scary movie called Malvolent last night. Oh, is that next Netflix? Is it Malvolent? I can't even say it. Thanks very much to Gavin this morning for retweeting my little bits and pieces. He always retweets my stuff. Don't think that doesn't go notice at all there, Gavin. All right. So that's some more stuff to watch on Netflix. So you got Malvolent. Malevolent. It's finding time, really, isn't it? Sometimes you can go on that Netflix and the iPlayer, whatever, and you flick, I can't find anything. And then other times you put it on, in fact, my God, there's loads to watch on here. I haven't got the time to do it. I'm not someone that sits at home really and just watches the telly all the time. I get a bit agitated. I should be doing something rather than just sitting there watching the telly, you know. That's just me, I suppose. That's just me. Good luck. Congratulations to Adam for losing the £4 back in his first week. And last night, my mate came over, Ronnie, and we watched Dynasty, an episode of Dynasty, episode 3 of Dynasty on Netflix, which just gets more and more unbelievable by the week. They were singing on there last week. Seriously, singing. It's just mad. That program is just so totally and utterly unbelievable. It really is. So that's Dynasty. And then we went to Aldi. Went for a little shop to Aldi. This would have been about 9:15 last night. And as we pulled up, carefully looking in the windows to see if there was many people in there, we counted about 7 people. So we went in there last night with our masks on. We both got masks here. Oh yes, put the masks on. We don't use the shopping baskets. We use our carrier bags. And we said, is that all right? And weeks ago we said that. And they said, yeah, that's fine. So we fill our carrier bags up. And then when we get to the conveyor belt, we just tip the stuff out. And I have discovered, I knew they existed, tinned vegetables. Tinned vegetables. Because if there's anything I've learned about this virus thing, not being able to leave the house or, being careful when you do leave it, other than shopping, is the fact that I didn't want to go into a shop. For a long time, I didn't want to go into a shop at all. And one thing I've learnt about this virus thing is that you need to be prepared. Now, I should know this because it was in the Scouts. Be prepared. Cubs, we got the grand how, haven't we? Cubs, do your best. We will do our best. I promise to keep the Cub Scout law to help other people and the Queen and country and things like that. I can't remember what it is now. Cubs, do your best. Yes. One thing I've learnt about this is that you need to be prepared. Right? And I bet not many of you could go into... Forget the freezer, because the electric could go off. I am totally and utterly surprised that at no point during the last few months the electricity has gone off. That is credit to whoever's running these things. I'm really surprised the electric never went off. Didn't get that far. But it could have done. And then, that electric goes off. You're probably all right for about 12 hours, as long as you don't open the freezer door. After that, time to chuck it all away. It's all very well having a freezer full of stuff. Well, if you've got no electric to keep it cold, I was going to say warm then, to keep it cold. No good. The only thing you want is dried food and tins. Of which I had a bit, but not much. I certainly didn't have any tinned vegetables. I have now. I bought loads of tinned carrots and tinned peas and also, and I didn't even know they did them, tinned potatoes. Didn't know you could get those. Tinned potatoes, quite a large tin. And I had a bag full of, as I say, tinned carrots, tinned peas and tinned potatoes yesterday with I think there's a 2.5 year date on it, like something like June 2022. Something like that. What an excellent idea. So I bought a load of those last night. They're in the kitchen, all stacked up, ready for an emergency like that. I shall get some more next time as well. I know some of you think I'm mad doing this. Some of you probably think I'm completely loopy doing all this porridge I've got. Soya milk with that's got a year and a half date on it. Soya milk, stuff like that. Anything like that. You want to keep some of this in reserve. You never know. Might not be a virus next time. It might be a nuclear bomb that goes off somewhere. And if you're lucky enough to survive, you're going to need stuff. Well, you won't be able to go to the supermarket, will you? Because it won't be there anymore. You need stuff in stock. Tinned vegetables and potatoes. Does anyone else get those as a matter of interest? Do let us know. Good morning to Dr. Gregorian. Morning to you, sir. Sending in a £2 tip for me. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Gregorian. Let me give you a couple of free raffle tickets, 483 and 484 for Dr. Gregorian. Dr. Gregorian. Excellent. All the way from Armenia. There you go, sir. Dr. Gregorian. All right. I have viewers in Armenia. His family, yes. Is it your brother? I think it's your brother. Akan? AK something, isn't it? Your brother. So has anyone else got tins of vegetables and things like that? They're dirt cheap. 20 pence for a can of carrots, a little bit more for peas. And I think they've got sliced mushrooms, they've got potatoes. I didn't see the mixed vegetables. Actually, it would have been better to get mixed vegetables, wouldn't I? Because now I've got to open 2 cans instead of 1. I'll look for mixed vegetables next time. Peter Palawoda says your shed could survive the blast. I doubt that very much, Peter. I doubt Heidi's waiting for the fish story, aren't you? She's desperate for the fish story this morning. Yeah, not the shed. No, that would not survive. Not at all. Anyone got that? Jason, Mickey Doodles and Randy Mandy are all wired up to the street light. Are you really? The gypsies do that, don't they? I wonder how many gypsies have died because they've done bad wiring into a street lamp. Or is that an easy thing to do? It's just a positive and a negative, isn't it? But how many amps is there in a street lamp? Don't know. I mean, the LED lights that they've got now must be saving them a fortune in electricity. We had all our lights changed over a period of a couple of years to those LED ones to save electric and maintenance as well. Never see a bloke anymore climbing up a lamppost. They're just on all the time. Very rare to see one go wrong like that. Let's have a look. Let's just scroll up a little bit. Adam, well done, Adam the Slimmer. There, excellent. No one got those. Michael Lawrence. Sorry, Chris. I shop at Waitrose. Well, I should hope so as well, dear. That is where you work, after all. To get discount. I'm your friend, Michael. Can I share your discount, please? Shania on the Isle of Wight. Of course, people on the Isle of Wight, they're used to having tin stuff because they only get one delivery every 2 years on the Isle of Wight. There's like a big building that they store all the food in. And I think it's something to do. Shania gets special access to that because she's head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. They have a big place where all these tins are. People on the Isle of Wight, they don't get any fresh food at all. It's all tinned food there. You know, tinned. Probably Shania knows all about tin food, as we can see from the messenger. Shania says, we used to get tinned vegetables, but don't anymore. Why is that? You've got enough? Have you full up? We still get tinned potatoes occasionally. There you go. Mandy always has tinned veg, potatoes, tomatoes, beans in her cupboard. Always come in handy. Oh, you don't have to tell me about beans, Mandy. I've got so many beans. A carrier bag full of them, dear. That's the worst thing you can run out of, baked beans. We need baked beans. Last night for dinner, I had vegan sausage rolls and baked beans. Very nice indeed. Anyone else there? No one else there? Anyone else got those bits and pieces? What's Dr. Gregorian? Dr. Gregorian lives in London. My family relation in Armenia, Mr. Karen. Isn't there someone with an AK in their name? Someone's birthday the other day. Wasn't he your brother? Where is he? Is he in England, your brother? Dr. Gregorian. Morning to Daniel Woodhouse, who's just got here this morning. Morning to you. Mick, first time I met Mandy, she burnt a tin of potatoes. She was nervous. I'm sure you were. So there we are. Tinned potatoes are now in my house. I've discovered a new app for my phone. Now, where's the phone gone? Oh, there it is. I must show you this. Remember I said to you I wanted to sort of see where I'd been going on my bike because I didn't know how far I was travelling. I suppose you could sit in there and sort of work it out if you wanted to. But I wanted to sort of a little app. And one of my friends has sent me this app, which I've now downloaded. Look at this. Watch this. Watch. So that's my friend Wayne. Okay, hang on, turn that music down. Oh, hang on a minute. Shut up. There you go. Oh, I've got to start it again now. It's gone too far. Hang on a minute. Let's just do this. This is his app that he's got on his phone. It's very good. There we go. And it shows you where you've been. Look, watch. A little line comes out. He's in London. Right, look at that. Isn't that good? So that's remembered him, and it seems to put pictures. There is my mate Wayne. It put pictures of the sort of places that you've been. Look at that. Isn't that clever? So I've just downloaded that onto my phone, and I'll try that out. Works with walking as well. Works with walking, so I'll be going out for a little bit of a walk later on my daily exercise thing. Excellent. My brother Artak. I thought it was something like that. Yeah, excellent. Good. Alrighty, let's do some stories today. How are you getting on with your driving at the moment? I have to say, I think the driving on the roads now is even worse than it was before the lockdown. People are tearing from place to place. They're driving right up other people's backsides. I've only been in a car a couple of times. The car's hardly moved. Here, my mate got a refund from his insurance because he hadn't been using the car. I bet you can't do that retrospectively. You would have had to tell him before you put it in the garage, wouldn't you? I suppose. He got 50 quid. He got 50 quid back from his insurance yesterday. He said, I just got a cheque for 50 quid from the insurance. I said, I don't think he asked for it, actually. It just came. That's good, isn't it? I wonder if I'll get anything back from that. But I found the driving is really bad at the moment. People are so blooming desperate. Get to A to B as quickly as possible. What is wrong with you all? Honestly, 90 mile an hour. They can't all be desperate to get to the hospital with a pregnant wife or some terrible sickness that they suddenly come across. They are tearing down the roads. Anyway, in the Daily Mirror today, it says new research shows a fifth of motorists are making basic errors after weeks of barely getting behind the wheel, with many manoeuvres now seeming a lot more difficult. Is this you? Or are you okay? I've bought the car out, I think, 3 times since March now. And that's literally only to run it just a little way, to keep oil moving around. People say you don't have to do that. My neighbour says you've got to move it now and again because the tyres go flat. Some not flat, but they get a flat spot. You know, so if you've got a round tyre, it go like that on one bit and then you need a new tyre. Other people have said, no, it's all right for about a year before that starts happening. So you don't know, do you? But I've run it a couple of times, only sort of 5-10 miles, something like that. Well, it says a fifth of motorists have struggled to get to grips with driving again after being off the road during lockdown. The average U car is driven more than 7,000 miles a year. Well, I do about 25,000 miles a year, 20 to 25,000 miles a year before the lockdown. Since the lockdown, 0. Well, about 30. 30 miles in 3 months. When I did my insurance, because I got my new car insurance a little while ago, I took down the amount of miles I do every year. Well, it's 3 months. Why would I be paying for more miles? It says a survey of 2,000 motorists revealed that over the past 28 days, the average driver has covered just 90 miles, with 30% driving 25 miles or less. That's me. With so little driving, 18% have struggled to get back to normal behind the wheel of a car. Isn't it something like swimming, though? Because I must admit, when I got back in my car because it didn't move for 6 or 7 weeks, my car. And I got in the car and thought, I hope I'm all right with this. I'm perfectly all right. I was like an automatic, you know? I was like on automatic mode, and everything just didn't even think about it. Like swimming. You don't forget to go swimming or cycling, do you? It says, of those who found it difficult, 28% had stalled the car, 21% had scraped their wheels on the curb. Oh, that noise! Oh, that noise! And more than 1/5 had forgotten to indicate. I bet they were BMW drivers. And the worst ones in the world. BMW, we own the road. No, you don't, sunshine. And neither do the cyclists. 4 in 10 motorists said they hadn't visited a filling station over 28 days. I filled up my car once, and that was half a tank in the last 3 months. Yes! So that saved me 152. Let's have a work. 2, 4. I've saved about £600 to £700 by not buying fuel. So honestly, I'd fill up every week about 55 quid. Yeah, once a week. Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe £60 a week I spend in petrol. Not at the moment. How's the petrol prices? Are they going up again now? People will start moving around. I bet they are. Oh, yes. Shove them back up there. The survey was carried out by Hyundai. Anyone got a Hyundai car? I had one as a like temporary car. You know, when they go and fix your car. I can't remember what was wrong with it now. This is before I went to Toyota. I think this is when I had a Land Rover. They gave me a Hyundai. I found the metal really thin. Really, really, it was like paper, this metal on this car. Anyway, the survey was carried out by Hyundai, also revealed that half, that's 48% of motorists, are concerned that the standard of road users driving will be worse now restrictions have started to be lifted. Well, I found that just by walking around and on my bike. Really bad driving now. They're so fast. More than 4 in 10 road users have been driving faster during lockdown, with just 10% believing they've been driving more slowly. The study follows numerous cases where police forces across the UK have spoken out about shocking driving during lockdown. However, 1/3 of drivers surveyed said they've been driving more cautiously since the start of the pandemic. So there we are. Top 10 errors drivers made. What do you think they are? Number 1, worst, one more done than anything else. They have stalled the car. How embarrassing is that? Stalling the car. What about that gear? I bet gear crunchers come here somewhere, do they? Oh, don't you hate that? And people that don't know when to change gear. How many of those are there around? You hear them coming down the road. I mean, you're thinking, change the gear down. Or they don't change down fast enough. And you hear these cars coming up behind you. And you're thinking, Christ, change that bleeding gear. Not a clue. Not a clue. Don't happen in America. They're all on automatics over there. Number 2, struggled to parallel park. Who can't do that? Is that you? Is that you? Number 3, forgot to indicate. That would be all BMW drivers then. Oh, we own the road. We've got a BMW. Yeah, I bet you got that on credit. Number 4, scraped wheels on the curb. Oh, that noise. Number 5, had to think carefully about what each pedal does. How can you forget that? How can you not know what the pedals do when you've been driving for so long? Number 6, not checking mirrors when pulling away. Yeah, that'd be the van drivers. Number 7, forgot where the filler cap was. Guilty. I never remember. And do you know there's an easy way of telling you where the filler cap is? It's so easy. Look on your dashboard where the little petrol indicator is, use a little petrol filling thing on your dashboard. There will be an arrow on there pointing either left or right. That tells you where the petrol cap is. I only discovered that a little while ago. I never knew what that arrow was for. So next time you're in the car, look where the petrol thing is, the petrol filling thing is on the dashboard, telling you how much petrol you got left, and there'll be an arrow pointing left or right. That's telling you where the petrol cap is. Isn't that clever? You never knew that, did you? Number 8, forgot to turn the ignition key. Number 9, not shut the door properly. And number 10, not put their seatbelt on. So that's in the order of where the driving has got a little bit bad. What about yours? Is your driving all right at the moment? Or has it kind of gone down a little bit? Eh? I do worry. Heidi, what's the app called? The cycling app is called... I've only just downloaded it. Shall I fire it up and see what happens? Relive, RELIVE, there it is. Track and share your activities like nothing else. Relive. There we go. Do you want to have another look at what it does? Let's bring this up again for you, Heidi. It's very clever. I haven't used it yet. This is my mate. He said, and you can send someone your route. You know, so I went for a walk today, and send them, and they can have a little look at it. There we go. 1 minute now. Where's it go? There we go. Let's see that. Lunchtime cycle. There you go. So he set off there. There's my mate. That's Wayne. He's got a lovely job. Watch. Look at that. Isn't that good? And then it shows pictures of where they are. I don't know if he took the pictures or it puts them on automatically, and then he comes all the way down there. That's a fair old cycle, isn't it? So that, as I say, that's London. Mine wouldn't look like that. Mine'd be a lot greener. And then he comes back again and goes back along the same route. Look at that. Got to get that. Are you a cyclist, Heidi? You're a cyclist. Only thing is, where the caravan is, of course, there's a lot of that stony thing by the water. You'd think that would be a nice cycle track, and it's not, is it? It's cycling along stones. Unless I suppose you've got a mountain bike, might be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Thank you, Adam. Relive is the name of the app there. Okay. There you go. Peter reversed into his wife's car, knocked the wind mirror off, and he had to fess up the shame. How embarrassing, dear. Good morning to LaBelle. Morning, you. Your emerald-eyed plum pudding of magic. Morning, LaBelle. Jason Hughes hasn't used his lorry since March the 8th. What have you got there, Jason? Is it an articulated lorry, Jason? Are you driving one of those? I'd quite like to drive a bus or something like that. I might like to do that. Drive a bus. Michael doesn't need a car. Well, he's in London, isn't he? The transport system in London is very good there. He'd have to pay for a permit to park outside. Oh, I know, Michael. London, all the cities are like that, I'm afraid, my friend. Dreadful. Dreadful. I mean, where I am, I had a flat in Wandsworth 26, 27 years ago. That was my first place that I had in Wandsworth. I used to park outside the place. I've driven around there a couple of times, more recent, not very recently, maybe a couple of years ago, and they've got all the parking things outside there now, parking permits only. Well, what's that, 100 quid, 150 quid? Ridiculous, isn't it? Mixed cars in the garage is broken it. What else have we got here? Mixer boy racer. Oh, please. I bet you have trouble getting in and out of the car, don't you? Can you jump in the window like they used to do on the Dukes of Hazzard? Do you remember that? They were good looking, weren't they? The boys in the Dukes of Hazzard. That was good. Heidi, no, she likes a good hike. Yeah, it says it's for walking as well. I try to alternate walking and cycling now. I do walking one day and cycling the next. I don't know if you saw the boots. Walking trainers I've now bought, which are quite comfortable actually. It only cost me about £29. Can't remember the make of them now. I ordered those off Amazon last week and they've arrived. Very good indeed. Just downloaded. We'll give it a go. Yeah, and you could send us. I don't know if you can send me the route that you take. Perhaps there's my email address. Try it. See if you can send that to us when you've done it. See how that works out. And I'll try and put my cycling route up there. Very good. It's a 7.5 ton lorry with what's a HIAB? What's a HIAB? Oh, did you? Was that a long time ago, Jason? I can't remember, darling. I can't remember everything. Sorry, Jason, if you did send me that there. Oh, Mick, we used to buy and sell cars. Oh, well, I wouldn't buy a car off you. Would you trust this man? Probably not. Honest Mick, buy your cars here. Terms available. Yeah, I expect you are. Peter, do we need a running commentary of how Peter's cleaning is going today? Yes, we do, I think, Peter. That is of great interest to everyone on this channel, how well your hoovering is going today. He's doing the hoovering at the moment, aren't you, my love? That's it, Peter. Do your hoovering. Poor Peter reversed into a parking sign. Yeah, I smashed my light last year, my Toyota. I went to Toyota. They wanted something like 550 quid to replace this light. I kid you not. 550 quid to replace the light on my RAV4. There are actually two parts to the light. There was the back bit and the bit that kind of goes round the side. And the way I'd reversed it right onto the corner, so I smashed two of them. 550 quid they wanted for that. I'd take the mick, that is. I don't mind paying for things. Seriously, I don't. But if I think you're taking the mick, nope. So I went to another bloke, private garage, took it there. Lovely chap he was. I should certainly use him. Going, really, really nice man. Do you know what I mean? When you're talking to them and he takes you in and he talks to you like a human being, not someone stupid. Really nice man, and I immediately trusted him. Okay? And he said the problem is it's the price of the lights. He said they are quite dear. So he gave me a price, and I noticed he did small repairs as well. I said, I've got a few scratches and that on here. So he had a look. He said, right. He said, I could spray it. He said, that would be quite expensive. He said, I'll tell you what. He said, I'll try and touch it up. I think it'll be all right. I said, do you reckon? He said, yeah, I'll touch it up. You might notice it a bit, but it'll be better than it looks now. So I said all that, and the whole cost of that came to less than Toyota wanted to charge me for fitting 2 lights. I said, is it difficult to fit lights? He said, no, not really. It's the price of the lights. He said, they probably charged you £200 for the labour. And he took the tailgate up and he said, look, see those 2 bolts there? I said, yeah. He said, I undo those, pull the light off, put the new one on and do them up. He said, I'll charge you £25 for that. Very fair, very fair. So that's what I did. So I do know how much it costs. It's disgusting how some of these places charge an absolute fortune. That being said, you understand the garage itself, you know, they will have very high overheads there. Their rates from the council, I've no doubt, will be quite enormous and things like that. Good. Let's do the fish story. We'll do the fish story because I know the delightful Heidi Young is waiting for the fish story, which is in the sun this morning, in the super soaraway sun. Something fishy. Gruesome. I'm not going to show you the pictures, I'm afraid. Gruesome pictures show a dead fish inside the bum of a male patient who reportedly told a nurse he had accidentally sat on the creature. God, there's some weirdos around, isn't there? The unnamed man, who's 30, was treated by medics in China on June the 3rd, complaining of intense abdominal pain lasting over 1 hour, reports have said. It's not clear whether the fish, which was a Mozambique tilapia man, I don't know what that was alive or dead when it was stuffed up the man's bottom. The tilapia man can grow up to 15 inches in length, although the exact size of the fish is not known. X-ray pictures show the beast was over 1 inch wide. When questioned by a nurse, the patient claimed he had accidentally sat on the fish. According to the chat transcript circulating, the health worker says, "Do you think I'm an idiot?" The 30-year-old underwent an emergency endoscopy. However, medical experts were unable to retrieve the dead fish because it was too big. Its spiny fins had also caused ruptures in the patient's large intestines, leaving surgeons with no choice but to open up his abdomen. The fish was retrieved from the man's bowels, reportedly causing much gagging around medics in the operating theatre due to its smell. While the ordeal was extremely painful and required surgery, the patient is not thought to have been in any life-threatening condition, so do be careful there. Watch out where you're sitting. Dreadful. Morning to Claire, loving the blue jacket against the pink background. Very colourful. Claire is indeed head of, let me just check her job there, fashion and afternoon teas. So there you go. Claire knows about these things. I'm very pleased about that, Claire. Very pleased that you're liking the shirt today. I've had a shave. I had a shower last night. It was wonderful last night. Yeah, accidentally, Heidi, apparently. I mean, it could happen to you because you do a lot of fishing, don't you, Heidi? Be careful that you don't sit on those fish, darling. One might crawl up inside you. Very dangerous. Very, and they can't get them out, apparently. I've got a pair of those, you know, the litter pickers. I've got one of those. I walk around the house every other day picking up litter. I can't believe that, but people just throw stuff down on the ground. It's disgusting. Don't get it so much up in Lincolnshire, funnily enough, but certainly around here. Every day I walk around this house picking up litter because dirty people have dropped their blooming crisp bags and cans everywhere. Funny, when I come back from my walk, I circulate around my house, and this isn't a joke. When I come back from my walk or cycle, I circulate round the house and I observe where I've got to go to pick up my bits of litter. I get thanked sometimes, only by old people. I try and do it at a point where I can't see any kids out, because you know they'll see you picking up the litter. They'll either take the mick, won't they? Or they go back in the same place and drop more litter then just to watch you pick it up. Daniel, someone sat on me on the Jubilee line at Swish Cottage once. Oh, dear, Daniel. Dreadful. Dreadful. What else have we got here today? Nows. A boob manicure is another one for Heidi. She likes these stories. In the Daily Mirror this morning, a now salon known for its shocking creations, I think we'll get a picture of this one, is dividing opinion once again with a design featuring breasts that actually produce milk, or something that looks like it. Now Sunny, which has salons in Russia and Los Angeles, is known for its quirky offerings, including nails with ears that ooze pus. Its most recent nail invention was unveiled on Instagram, showing breast-shaped coverings which glue onto nails and cover the top of the finger. Each is fitted with a nipple that leaks white liquid aimed to resemble breast milk when pressure is applied. Why would you want one of that? There you go. Why would you want that on your nail? That I know it looks silver. That's actually white there. It's white. That's their latest creation. So milk. It looks like milk's coming out of it, or supposed to look like milk's coming out of it. A clip showing the nails being applied was captioned, "Did you recognise your breast? Which one of these?" It got a decidedly mixed reaction, with many commenting the vomit emoji, saying that the nails were inappropriate and made them feel sick. One said, "Thanks, I hate it." Another said, "I'm scared from seeing this." Which is an even better picture there, actually. This is better. Hang on, let me do this one. Isn't this awful? Here's a better one. That kind of says it all, that one. Look, there you go. Why, oh why would you want to have nails like that? They weren't the only ones that failed to see the resemblance to breasts. Another replied, "I seriously thought they were pimples. They don't look much like breasts to me." Another follower said, "If any of you had breasts that looks like this, go get them checked." Isn't that awful? Would you have that done to your nails, ladies? Is that appealing to you at all? Or what would you have on your nails? If you could have anything at all, what would you have on your nails? My agent, Kelly, her name is, she does a bit of singing. She does all her nails. You know her, John, Kelly. And she does some wonderful, she does them all herself. Paint. And sometimes she does them all different. Like she might have a Union Jack there and an Australian flag there and something else there and some all different designs she does. Her nails look fantastic, I have to say. I'm not a fan of long nails, really. Really not a fan of long nails at all. But perhaps you could have your nails done like that, could you? Michael, just to let you know, if you put too many emojis, it doesn't come through for some reason. We're not quite sure why that happens, actually. But the more knows, if you put too many emojis in there, the message doesn't show up. I don't know why that is. Michael Pullman doesn't like the idea of that, especially as he's trying to eat his dinner. What have you got today, Michael? Are you having dead animal and something, my darling? What animal are you eating today? Or are you a happy vegetarian with tinned vegetables? Daniel reckons they'll probably become high fashion before long. I wouldn't be surprised. John knows Kelly Wild. I know you knew Kelly there. Peter reckons he saw me coming out of that salon last week. No. Good morning to John Parrish. Morning, John. I knew a nurse who once told me a story about finding a 150-watt bulb up a guy's bottom. He said I accidentally sat on it as well. Why would you do that? Glass. A glass bulb. Why would you even do something like that? Oh, dear. So dangerous. United Nations handed Kelly. Oh, she has. It's got all these different beautiful designs. She does her nails really, really well. Must take you ages. You must be bored. Are you bored, ladies? Is that why you're not just the ladies, the blokes as well? They do their nails, don't they? I think great niece Evie wants to do my toenails. When they're, was it her or actually it might have been my nephew's wife. She said, I'll do your nails when they're sorted because I've had bad nails, haven't I? Back in January, I had bad nails, and I went to my special doctor. I said, I've got this problem with my nails again. Shall I put the stuff? And he said, no, it's useless. He said, I'll give you some pills. And you have to take, I've told you about this, you have to take 7 days of pills, and then you leave 3 weeks off. And then you do it again. Well, you do that for 6 months. And then after that, the nastiness has grown out, and indeed it nearly has. Although I was supposed to start last week and I forgot. So I'm about a week late with those pills, but we'll see what happens there. I think it's down to the swimming, to be honest, because my feet were always just getting wet every single day, you know. I reckon it's down to the swimming. Of course, I haven't been able to go swimming, have I? That's why I do the walking and the cycling now. Chris's internet went off. How rude. My missus got nails like Freddy Krueger. Oh, no. Don't like that. Don't like that. Shania's having a lasagna. What, at this time of the day? How can you be having a lasagna now, Shania, unless you're a night worker, darling? What's going on there, my love? Lasagna? Which is basically a dead animal sandwich, isn't it? You know, lasagna, dead animal. Lasagna, dead animal. I mean, how many animals do you want to eat in a day? Morning to Gary's British Talk Show. Good morning to you, sir. Nice to see you pop up there. Right, so that's that one. Oh, we got the quiz tonight, incidentally, gang. 8 o'clock is quiz time tonight. We're all ready to go. I've been practicing away on that piano. The piano round is recorded and uploaded and waiting to be transmitted to you and streamed to you across the world. So quiz night tonight at 8 o'clock. Hope you can join us for that. Cucumbers. What are we talking about today, eh? Fish stuck up bottoms, light bulbs, and now cucumbers. But this is going to be nothing to do with bottoms. Nothing to do with bottoms at all this morning. All right? Don't keep cucumbers in the fridge. I pulled out this story in particular for Claire, who is head of fashion and afternoon teas on this programme, because she's growing cucumbers at the moment. How are your cucumbers doing, Claire? How are the cucumbers doing? And how about the lilies? Have they opened yet? Mine are about to open. I give it another 1 to 2 weeks. I've got a couple that are open already. I don't think I've got the photo on here now, have I? I've got a couple. One that's open. There's only one that's open so far, but they're all about to open. Masses of buds on my beautiful lily display. People all over Bracknell will be coming to see my lilies. Perhaps you'd like to come. £5. £5 super chat. I'll come and pick you up. By a little car full of people with masks on. Are we allowed to do that? Probably not. I'll hire a coach if there's enough of you. £5 each. You can come and see my display of lilies. You can have a cup of tea while you're here as well from a mug. By the way, does anyone want a box of mugs? I've got a box of mugs downstairs I don't want. Not the United Kingdom Talk ones. Ones that I just don't want. They're in a box. Is that any good to anyone who might want them for a church do, or, I don't know, scouts or something like that? Anyone want a box of mugs? Eh? Don't keep cucumbers in the fridge, Claire. That's what it says here. When it comes to unpacking the shopping in the Daily Mirror today, few of us really check the advice on the packet and just stick stuff in the cupboards or fridge as we've always done. But apparently many of us are storing many items wrongly, and it can really impact the taste and how long they last. A graphic list in which items should be kept in the fridge and which shouldn't have left a few people scratching their heads. So, things to put in the fridge. Ready? Apricots, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, cherries, cut fruits, figs and grapes. And vegetables, green beans, carrots in the fridge. Radish, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, celery, broccoli and cut veggies. Oh, incidentally, I managed to get hold of some broccoli yesterday. I haven't been able to get that for ages. Frozen broccoli. I haven't had that for ages. Do not refrigerate the following items. Apples, avocados, bananas, kiwi fruits, lemons, mangoes, oranges, papayas and peaches. And vegetables not to be put in the fridge. Cucumbers, eggplant. We always put cucumbers in the fridge, didn't you? I bet you still do. Nope, you're not supposed to. Cucumbers, eggplant, garlic, ginger, peppers. Don't put them in the fridge. I used to put those in the fridge. Nope, they mustn't go in the fridge. Potatoes, sweet pepper potatoes, tomatoes. Tomatoes. Do not refrigerate tomatoes. Who knew that? Not me. One commenter wrote, who doesn't refrigerate cucumbers? We've always done that, haven't we? We've always done that. Adding a shocked emoji for good measure. Another added, the same psychopaths that put milk in tea first, milk before cereal in a bowl, and cut total lengthways, I think. Well, I didn't know that. I've always put peppers and cucumbers in the fridge, haven't you? But there you are, Claire. You need to make them last a little bit longer, my darling. Don't be putting them in the fridge. Where are we? Let's just scroll down a little bit there. So we're morning to Gary. Morning, Gary. Scrap It Man is in the house. Have a look at his channel there. Subscribe. Morning, Scrap It Man is my nephew. Gary saw a man with a spark plug up his bottom. He said it was a champion. Oh dear, not for me. Peter, how is your cleaning going at the moment? You haven't been keeping us in contact with your cleaning going on. We need to know how far you've got, my darling. Everyone here is waiting to hear about your cleaning today. Do let us know, Peter. We are enthralled by your methods. Perhaps you could send us a few photos of what you've cleaned today. That would be of great interest to all of us here. Send it here on this email address. Something for you to do later on. Peter Palawoda, cucumbers in the greenhouse, constant watering pain in the fish. Is it really? Just keep watering them. Claire's got cucumbers this year. I think she's doing them outside, though. There you go. Claire, my cucumber plant is 6 foot tall. Wow. She's got loads of flowers and tiny baby cucumbers. I don't know. Did you... So you've let it grow up rather than along? I thought cucumbers had to grow along. I'm not sure. We'll have we got any cucumber experts on this programme today? Please speak now. Should Claire be having her cucumbers grow up or along? I always thought it was along with cucumbers. Sherry is John's wife. His family's got fish farms in the Philippines full of tilapia. I don't even know what tilapia is. I've never heard of that today. John keeps all his veggies in the fridge and some fruit. It lasts longer. Well, not according to that story, apparently, John. I don't know why it would say that. When you think about it, in the supermarket, cucumbers... No, they're not in the fridge, actually, are they? They're not. When you go in the supermarket, peppers, cucumbers... No, they're not in the fridge. And the tomatoes aren't in the fridge either, are they? Blueberries are. All the berries are. Do you know, that's right. Well, now that I think about it, you see those items. They're not stored in the cool area in the supermarket, in the sort of fridge area like that. Dan, I chuck it all in the fridge. Fruit and salad tastes better cold to me. Or have it out of a tin. Fruit salad in a tin. With congealed milk. What's that? Congealed milk? Not congealed. Oh, God. What's that called now? What's that milk called that comes in a tin? Evaporated milk. Evaporated milk. Condensed milk. Condensed milk. Have you had that before? Oh, yeah. With fruit cocktail. That must be quite good for you, I would imagine, would it? I don't know. Jason's got a walk-in fridge, dead handy for the missus when she's dead. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't even write that, did you? It just came out of my mouth. Isn't that an awful thing to say? Oh, dear. You are awful, dear. Peter, what do you mean there's too much to do? We want to keep informed, Peter. Usually you're on here commenting. You know, just commenting or when it suits you. Everyone on here is waiting to hear how you're getting on with your cleaning today. So how far have you got? I mean, how many times can you clean a small bedroom like that? Presumably you live in a little room, do you? It's sort of in a house of people or whatever. Is it like one of those communes? Is it like a commune, like with no electricity and gas? I imagine you being somewhere like that, you know, like a little wooden hut in the middle of the forest with perhaps other strange people with you as well, you know, in the forest. Morning to Maureen, just texting in this morning. Is that what you live in, a commune? No electricity, no gas, little wooden fire at night? No? All these couples around, in their little tents, and then you on your own. What's that like? Is it nice, that commune? The people there, Peter? Do let us know. You're all obsessed now with these things stuck up people's bums. Can we move on from this now, please? I thought, Claire, they were supposed to go long ways. I don't know. Is that horizontal or vertical? Such a long word. Peter grows them up in a string trellis in the greenhouse. There you go. Peter grows them up. They send out little tendrils which twine around the sticks. Ah. Well, if that's happening, then I would imagine they are supposed to climb up. If the little tendrils, they come out like that, don't they? They swing around looking for something to cling on to. They do. What else have we got here? Some technology news have we got? No, we haven't. I don't know why that store is there. Why is that? Have I mucked something up there? 1 minute. Is it there? No. So I've got a wrong story there. Weird news. No, that's wrong as well. So I think something's gone wrong with my computer here. Have I missed out a load of stories here or something? Didn't have too many stories today, actually. Are you addicted to water? I was surprised at this morning. Former Blue Peter presenter, this is in the Daily Mail, Zoe Salmon, has opened up about her unhealthy water addiction, which saw her drinking up to 8 litres a day. Now, they're always telling us to drink water, aren't they? So much, is it so many litres a day or something like that? Well, the TV personality, she's 40, has spoken out the dangers of drinking too much water in a bid to help those who might not realise. Well, I never knew this. You can drink too much water. Zoe initially started upping her intake of water as she believed it was healthy, but it soon spiralled out of control. But they always tell us, don't they? Drink a lot of water. She would start every day with a litre of water to help her metabolism and would have another 2 litres before lunch, taking her above the recommended daily intake of just 2 litres. The Northern Irish star visited her GP 6 months ago and was told that in severe cases, drinking too much water can lead to brain swelling that causes seizures, brain damage, coma, and even death. She told the Mirror, "I feel like I train my body to crave water all the time. I thought it was a brilliant thing to do." And there's a picture of her with the other Blue Peter. But that Connie Huck, I'm not a fan of hers. She loves herself too much. Connie Huck. Do you know that one? Where was she from? I think she was from Bangladesh, wasn't she? Loves herself too much. I don't watch Blue Peter that much anymore. I mean, it all finished for me when John Noakes left. I'm sorry. Oh, it was a very sad moment in my life. Oh, and when Shep the dog died, who can never forget that one? Oh my God, that scarred me for life, dear. Shep, John Noakes' dog died. He died some couple of years ago, John Noakes. Oh, he had a sad ending. He was enormously popular with children. Enormously popular. And he also had a spin-off series called Go With Noakes, and he just did really dangerous things. One of the things, I think the most memorable thing I think I can remember him doing was climbing up the top of Nelson's column and cleaning it. Right? So they did all that. If that wasn't bad enough, and he went up with a camera and a microphone and all this business, I suppose a cameraman wouldn't have been able to do it himself, cleaning the top of Nelson's column. Sod that. No way you'd get me up there. So he'd come all the way back down again. He had to go back up because the microphone didn't work. He had to go back up and do the whole thing again. Dear, no way would I do anything like that. That was my hero. John Noakes was one of my childhood heroes. Him and Tony Blackburn. And Bruce Forsyth. Yeah, those three, I reckon. Wonderful. And you also had on that time Valerie Singleton and Peter Purvis as well. Then Leslie Judd came along. She didn't do it for me, I'm afraid. Where's Val? And they're all sort of all of an age. They're all sort of in their 40s. Now you've got young people presenting Blue Peter for whatever reason. I don't know why they changed it like that, but they did. I don't think that many people watch it anymore, which I find incredibly sad. Something that I'd done for years and years. And then the younger children don't watch it much anymore at all, Blue Peter, I don't think. The story goes on, this lady, who was one of the Blue Peter presenters, it wasn't until she confided in her masseuse that she was urged to see a doctor and agreed to go along to an appointment. She said, I felt quite silly when I sat down, taking an appointment to say I might be drinking too much water. But when I said how much I was drinking, the doctor told me to act straight away. She was instructed to gradually reduce her intake by 200 millilitres a day. Well, I don't know how you work that out. And gently work her way back to just 2 litres a day. Apparently, you're not supposed to drink more than 2 litres of water a day. Didn't know that. Drinking too much water can disturb the body's electrolyte balance and increase levels of sodium and magnesium, which can lead to headaches and muscle cramps. It can also prevent the body from being able to properly absorb minerals from food. Wow. Didn't know that. She'd start each day with a litre of water, then a coffee, followed by another litre of water to balance out the caffeine. She would then have a smoothie, followed by another glass of water. While at the gym, she would drink another litre and then another for the drive home. She said if she had 3 or 4 glasses of wine, she would drink the same number of glasses of water. Zoe has finally managed to get her intake back down to 2 litres a day and is insistent that she won't go back to her old ways again, no matter how hard it might be. So, yeah, I suppose you get addicted to all sorts of things, don't you? You know, water, smoking, alcohol, drugs, all sorts of things. Sweets, I think you can get addicted to sweets. I think there's probably a lot of people addicted to sweets and things like that, really, when you think about that. Let's have a look here. Peter Paliwoda's just sent in an email. I'll just come to that in a moment. Let's just have a quick look here. Does anyone remember Why Don't You during the summer school holidays? Yes, indeed. I remembered Why Don't You. Good programme. Very good programme that was. John's addicted to his games machine. Wii. Now, I bought a Wii, John. I bought that after going up to my sister's house one Christmas, and they had it. And, of course, the family were there, and we all played games on it. So I bought one myself with several games, put it in. I used it twice. It wasn't so much fun playing it on your own, basically. Really. You know, tennis rackets and things like that. He's been playing, bowls and golf. Yeah. Yeah, I think golf was on there. Good morning, Rachel Crowther. Welcome back to the show, Rachel. Hope you're well there. Having a nice day, darling. Peter, pass a kidney stone. That will get you drinking more water, trust me. Jason, my missus loves water, especially when my foot is on her head. That's awful. Awful. John Aitken loved John Noakes and Shep. Claire, the great John Noakes, no one like him, much missed. Yes, as I say, he had a bit of a sad ending, really. He did Blue Peter, he did Go with Noakes. He appeared on a couple of quiz shows much later on. And then I think he died 2 or 3 years ago now. And he'd moved to Spain with his wife and unfortunately developed dementia. And I couldn't believe it when I saw the story. He had dementia and lost the plot. And they found him just wandering around, I think on the rocks in Spain somewhere. Yeah. Terrible ending, really, for someone who was so popular like that, really. Some of the papers reported after he left Blue Peter that he didn't actually like doing it. I think it was possibly a personality clash with him and the editor at the time, who was Biddy Baxter. I don't know who Biddy is or what she was or how she was, but the reports were that she kind of ruled the programme with an iron fist. Well, sometimes you have to do that, you know, to get it looking as you want it. I get that, but I don't think he was very happy doing the programme at the end of it. Maybe that's why he left. I don't know. But it was very, very sad how he ended up with dementia there. We said hello to Rachel there, haven't we? Hey, Rachel's in the house. Rachel Crowder today. Good. I don't think he did ever recover from losing his jog, Shep, Peter. That's right. Morning to Joseph McDonald's. When the bars are starting opening up, maybe in July will you be doing karaoke again? Don't know. we might not be able to. If you're only allowed like 25 people in a pub, I don't see how you can do something like that. You know, one of those things. We've got a fishing story here, sent in by the delightful Peter Palawoda, who says, "Morning, Chris. Here's an email I recently sent to the British Conga Club. They sent the photo from their archive with a reply I will then forward to you again. Enjoy. Don't go swimming in the sea anytime soon." And Peter writes, "Good morning. Hope this email will be of interest to you. Memories from long ago. I'm 72 now." This is Peter. It relates to approximately 1971 is the picture. "I was in my early 20s and I was working at the time as a restaurant manager of the Avon Gorge Hotel, Clifton, Bristol. Being raised by the sea in Tenby, Pembrokeshire, I had a very keen interest in sea fishing. I got friendly with a regular customer at that restaurant by the name of Robin Potts, and we shared a mutual enjoyment of sea fishing and exchanged many stories of past catches. Well, he was a member of the British Sea Angling Club, and they had chartered a boat for a week to go wrecking for Conga. Asked me if I would like to go along. The week in question, I had only 2 days off on Monday and Tuesday, and he agreed to get me on board for those 2 days and travel back to Bristol on the Tuesday evening. Now, the boat was called the Boa Pescador. Sure, I was told it had a concrete hull. Might be nonsense, but that's what I recall. From Plymouth, I think, a long time, 50 years ago. Anyway, 2 great days, caught some 50-odd pounders, got smashed up, loads of tackle. Anyway, 2 great days, caught some, LOL, bootlaces, 50-odd pounders. This is not making sense to me, Peter. Got smashed up, lost loads of tackle. What got smashed up? What, the fish or the boat?" He carries on. "Here's the rub the next day. On the Wednesday, Robin Potts broke the British record boat caught Conga, record 105 pounds something ounces." I don't know what that is. And he's sent a picture. A photo was published in colour in the Sea Angler or Angling Times, holding the fish up by the gills by the back of the boat. Yellow coat on big guy, big back beard, not so fashionable now. Taking to him days or weeks after. He was really disappointed that the magazine named him Potter, not Potts. I moved on soon after and worked running pubs in London mostly. Anyway, never had more contact with him, but I did briefly run a pub in White Ladies Road, Bristol, 20 years later." Let's get a photo of that to show you there. So this isn't you, no? Is that right? That's not you. That's the bloke, is it, who got the fish? That's the picture there. Is he still alive? What of the boat, he says. Thanks for listening and good luck. So thanks very much for that, Peter. What is that, a fish or an eel? Oh, it's an horrible looking thing. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, no, dear. How can you be that close to a fish? How awful. Dreadful. And Peter's now sent in pictures of him cleaning. Do you want to see those? Let's do these pictures of Peter's cleaning there. One moment, because I know you're very enthralled with Peter's cleaning this morning. God, it is a mess, isn't it, your house? Jesus Christ, love. Hang on a minute, there we go. He's done that. 1 minute, let me do another one. And that one there. Blimey, what a dump. Right. Okay, Here's Peter's cleaning. Here's Peter's... So that's the picture there. Here's Peter's cleaning now. What is that, Peter? I don't know what that is. Is it like a bag of rubbish or something? What is that there? There's his polish. Can you see the polish there? Maybe not. The polish is on there. And next picture. There you go. They're all nicely polished, that there. And what is all this here, dear? All on your bed. What a mess, Peter. Now, when you had to clean it up, dear? Dear me. You have to get one of those, what is it, Molly Maid or something like that. They do cleaning, don't they? Anyone want a raffle ticket? Please speak now. Who wants a raffle ticket? Ask now if you want a raffle ticket. Let's have a look. John, remember the famous elephant peeing in the studio and John was trying to control it? That was hilarious, wasn't it? That's all over YouTube. They always bring that one out whenever they do sort of whenever they do a sort of Blue Peter story, don't they? From the past, so to speak. They always bring that out on the news channels. The next Monday raffle is, as always, for a fridge magnet. So we do the raffle on Mondays. That's the prize. If you'd like a free raffle ticket, please say raffle ticket now. and I'll give you one there. Okay. Or Rachel, we can call her Rach. Rach, we can call Rachel Rach. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes, it's nearly pills time. Thank you, John. I'll do them now. 2 minutes early is acceptable. Uncle John. John is in charge of medication on this channel. His name is Peter Potts. Robin Potts, is it? Okay, Robin Potts is the name on there. Hello to James Douglas Joker. Hello, James. Welcome to the show. First time here. He's in Ohio. 4:55 in the morning. Am I a breakfast show there, James? Or am I a nighttime show because you're about to go to bed because you're a night worker or something like that, I wonder. Welcome to our little show, James, all right? The fish is a conger. It's called a conger, is it? Okay. Right. Anyone else saying anything there of interest? Let's have a little look there. Okie doke. Let's do today's raffle tickets. Here we go. There's Terry H. Good morning again, Terry. Terry's there. John Aitken. Here we go. 798 for you, John. John Aitken. Jason Hughes. 799 for Jason. Colin K. 800. Michael Lawrence. 801. Rachel Crowther, isn't it? 802. Mick Davenport. 803. Terry H. 804. Diane Jebb. 805. Shania. 806. Hello, AMS. Hello, AMS. AMS Clark. 807. Andy, 808. Scrolling down the names. Peter Wright, 809. Oh, by the way, all your parcels were sent off yesterday. Parcels, anything that was won on Sunday night, all went off yesterday. It was in the post, actually, by about 11:30 yesterday morning, believe it or not. So you may well get your things today. If not, I expect tomorrow. Or remember, the post is a bit slow in some areas. Other areas, it's really quick. I sent my caravan keys up to the bloke to fix my bathroom, as I wasn't there. Right, it took a week. First class, a week to get to him. Can you believe that? Shocking, really. Daniel Holmes, 810. Is the baby elephant still alive? I don't know. How old do they get to, baby elephants? How old do elephants get to? I don't know. Don't know, actually. The elephant's name was Lulu. Thank you, Mick. And she also stood on John Noakes' foot. Peter Paliwoda, 811. There's no bingo. That's Sunday, Gary. Heidi, 812. Heidi Young. What happened to the other Heidi? She's disappeared, isn't she? My late dad's favourite conger eel. Oh, is that what it was? Is that what it was, a conger eel, John? Oh, not for me, I'm afraid. Oh, eels. How do people sit there and have jellied eels? Oh, it's disgusting. That is just vile. Jellied eels. Who likes jellied eels? Oh. They sit there with that little cup, picking them out, don't they? Not for me at all. Jellied eels. Disgusting. All right, Terry, my love. Very early morning show there. James is up nice and early this morning. Is that everyone? Gary's at my... Is that you at the caravan today, Gary? Jason, you're so vile. Let's have a look. It's easier to call me Rach, because we sometimes have Rachel on the show as well. You're right there. Is that everyone? Anyone else want a raffle ticket? Is that everyone? If I've missed anyone out, please speak now, my loves. Okay? Once again, you get a free raffle ticket every day on the show for Monday's raffle. Okay? That's the prize. You're only allowed one raffle ticket. Either ask now or quickly by email. You can only claim your raffle ticket while the show is live. Once the show is finished, lines are closed. Boo! Oh, John loves jellied eels. No, John. I bet you make your own, do you? Is that something you'd make yourself? I mean, I don't mind a nice strawberry jelly. They're very good for. You can get sugar-free ones, can't you? Unlimited on the slim. If you could just live on strawberry jelly. Or what about jelly and blancmange jelly? Is there blancmange jelly? I can't remember now. Can't remember. Thank you, LaBelle. There's Claire. 813 for Claire. Claire? Cucumber Queen. Actually, can I change your job, Claire? I'm going to change your job, Claire. Claire is no longer head of... Let's take something out there, because that's too many jobs for one person to have 3 things. Claire is now fashion expert, and cucumber queen. Cucumber queen. There you go, Claire. Fashion expert and cucumber queen. I've changed your job, darling. You were so good at the last job that I've upgraded you from afternoon teas to cucumber queen. Have I done everyone's tickets there? Daniel, I'm a proper cockney, and even I think Janet eels are disgusting. Oh, they are. You haven't got a job yet, Rachel? I don't think about people's jobs. They just drop into my head at some point. So James watches the Restore Store. Okay, that's my brother-in-law, James. That's my brother-in-law. Did he mention me then? Oh, that was kind of it. He didn't say he'd mentioned me. That's kind of it. I watched the Restore Store. Retro Restore. The guy that fixes stuff, and that's how I learnt about you. Well, James, just to let you know, I'm his brother-in-law, so he's married to my sister. And also, James, on this channel, you can see Scrap It Man. Scrap It Man does his own shows as well. He's just started, and he's got somewhere very quickly. Actually, he just needs more viewing hours. He needs more people to watch his shows for longer, so to speak. He's got all the enough subscribers now. I say enough. You can never have enough subscribers, darling. I mean, look at me. 25 billion subscribers I've got now, and I'm still not happy. Don't be silly. If there were just 10 of you there, I'd be happy. If 10 people enjoyed what I do, I'd be happy. Don't be led by numbers. But my nephew does. He takes things apart. He said he's going to start on my caravan next. Pardon? I said, what? He said, well, the windows are already out. So we're kind of a bit of a family there. We also have other people doing their channels here. Mike Rees-Ponto does a channel. Gary's British Talk Show. He does a show every morning and sometimes at night as well. Who else have we got here who does things? You can always, if you ever want to mention the fact that you do videos, just put it on here and that's fine. No problem at all with that. Don't have to ask me, just put it up there. But I mean, don't keep putting it up there every 5 minutes like some people have done before. Watch my channel. Oh, by the way, if you'd like to watch my channel, you just put it up once doing the show. That's all right. Diane was on the phone. Was you Diane? Okay, darling. Diane's number was 805, Diane. All right, 805 for Diane. Right, anyone else want a ticket then? Cucumber Queen. Claire's very pleased with that. All right, my darling. Can I have some type of music labelled? Oh, you can't request a job, I'm afraid, Rachel. It just comes into my head. It might come in my head in the next 10 minutes. It might take 6 months. It just comes into my head. Usually, people who ask for a particular job, right, I've noticed aren't particularly good at it. Like, for example, Peter Paliwoda. He keeps asking to be head of heckling, but he's not very good at it. Are you, Peter? You're not very good at the heckling because I ignore it quite a lot. If he was good at it, I wouldn't be ignoring it. Hecklers are good if they are given attention, but it's not happening. So I think you need to look for something else, really, Peter, rather than heckling. I don't know what else you could do. I mean, perhaps do hair cutting or something like that, perhaps? There you go. Dr. Gregorian does a channel there. John, Sherry, she started doing cooking channel. John's wife, Sherry. Good at it. Peter's going to swim the channel. Well, you could be head of swimming then. Swimming and fishing, perhaps. But you haven't spoken about it very much, Peter. That's the thing there. Gavin does videos that go out at about 7 o'clock at night. Joseph, could I have a ticket, please? I'm still loving my fridge magnet. Of course you can, Joseph. You can win another one. You can win several times if you want to. People on here win a few times. Other people haven't won, like Paul and Lou. Never won anything yet, Paul and Lou. It's just how it is. You know, you pick up the ticket. That's how it is. Can't choose the ticket that comes out. Joseph McDonald, 814 for you. Excuse me. Right, where's the song now? Rachel's on Wirelight Radio, 11 till 12 in the afternoon. Okay, let's see if we can find a Manilow medley. And then we'll do the birthdays today. Right, hang on a minute. Manilow. Blimey, I don't know how this is going to work. Medley. Well, I might not get the words right then. I've found a medley which I can probably... Oh, 7 minutes? You must be joking. Not for £2 it ain't. How long is that one? Manilow medley. Let's try this. You had the best time at the right time. Oh no, I don't think it's going to be a medley because I won't be able to find a word of medleys, if you see what I mean. I'll tell you what. Let's just do. Is it all right to do just one song? Yeah. I'll have to do just one song because I'd have to have all the words. You see, for all the different songs, and that's not really easy to find. Let's try this one. Weekend in New England. Let's do that one. That's quite a nice one. There we are. Weekend in New England. We'll do that one, all right? Right, one moment. I'm glad you enjoy the show, James. He likes the sense of humour. It's just a bit of fun, this. We don't do anything serious. Now and again, someone might try and bring up a serious subject. We don't do serious. It's boring. Thank you, Maureen. 815 for Maureen. Just texting in there. All right, let's try this. Let's see how this goes. Weekend in New England, all right? No, I haven't got the words up yet, have I? Hang on a minute. Let me get the words up first. There we go. Here we go. Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear but thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again? Time in New England took me away to long rocky beaches and you by the bay. We started a story whose ends must now wait. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when can I touch you again. I feel the change coming. I feel the wind blow. I feel brave and daring. I feel my blood flow. With you I could bring out all the love that I have. With you there's a heaven, so earth ain't so bad. When will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when can I hold you? Again. Again. Ooh. Again. All right. There you go. Special request for a little bit of singing this morning. I've now lost all the messages. Never mind. Oh dear. There you go. Just for you. Who was that for? I can't remember who that was for now. Was it can't remember who that was for now. Let me scroll up and see if I can remember who that's for. Let's have a look up there. Will it go up that high? No, it won't. Can't get back up to those older messages there. I don't think they're. Never mind. There you go. Especially for whoever wanted that. Thank you, James. It's all a laugh. I'm not a professional singer, not a professional piano player, not a professional chatter. I just have a go. Remember that. I just have a go. Good morning to Andy. Andy, thank you, Andy. Was it? I think it was for you, wasn't it, Andy? Thank you very much for that, Andy. There you go. When did anyone last see the other Heidi? No, I haven't seen her for a while either, actually. Heidi on here. I don't know why. There we are. One man in his Sprinter van arriving there as well. Peter, could I do a duet with you? Oh, no. I don't work with anyone, I'm afraid, Peter. No, I work alone. I work alone, my friend. All right. Thank you for the offer. DJ Chris could sing this better. I doubt that very much, to be honest. The trouble is not so much as the trouble is it's not so much that I couldn't play someone singing out. It's the backing track. You have to be very, very careful with the backing tracks. What I do is I look for one on YouTube that doesn't have a copyright on it. Someone just like me, as I explained to you the other day, someone just like me who's making little YouTube videos just for a little bit of fun, and he's not too worried about copyright, so they go on a piano and play it, and they upload it. They're the ones I look for. Something like that, and similar with me. This is not copywritten, my show. You can use it if you want to. You know, I know our friend Gavin. Our friend Gavin takes little bits out of this and plays it out on his show. I send stuff to the BBC. Sometimes they play a little bit out on BBC Lincolnshire. BBC Berkshire as well. They play little bits and pieces out there. Blimey, what on earth was that? Oh, it's this. I wondered what the hell. That sounded like me farting, didn't it? It's this. If you go over this with your wheel, this. Look at this. Look at this. This is to send the bleeding mugs out with that you keep winning. Dear me. Who won the mug? Who was it won the mug this week? Oh, was it Emily? It might have been Emily or someone else won the mug this week, wasn't it? So there we are. A night with Chris Reardon sing along. No, there's no spiders here, Gary. I mentioned that earlier on. Oh, I meant to tell you, I done DIY yesterday. DIY Chris is back in the house. You remember, the other day I mentioned I'd lost Sky News on my Freezer. I don't have Sky. All I have is FreeSat. I've got Freeview, so no cost there. And my paying one is Netflix. I've got Amazon Prime, but it's kind of free with the free delivery. That's why it's the only reason I've got that. I would only ever subscribe to one thing. So I've got the Netflix. I've got the cheap one, £6 a month or whatever. I can't remember what it was now. You don't really notice it going this way. Hello to Mickey. Hello, Mika. Is it Mika? Micah Vlogs? Micah Blogs? Vlogs? Hello, welcome to you. It's night time for her. Whereabouts are you a her? It's like a female name. I might be wrong with that one. Are you a her or a him? And whereabouts are you? Miko. Welcome along to our show, which is nearly finished, incidentally, I'm afraid. Yeah, so I did DIY yesterday. Have I got it here? Oh, I haven't got it here. Oh, damn. What a shame. I've got something similar. Hang on. What's something similar? That'll do. That'll do. So, anyway, I decided that it probably wasn't the television, because that's working. It probably isn't the cable, because I was getting most of the channels, but some of them had gone missing. Sky News, which occasionally I flick over to, I flicked on to Kay Burley this morning. Oh, for Christ's sake, she gets on my nerves. So she's interviewing this MP, right? And the MP said something wrong and quickly corrected herself. Well, then she went for her. On and on she went. It was just a slip of the tongue. Oh, she went for her then, and she wouldn't let it drop. It'd be like, if I had said, if you said something to me, perhaps, or I said something to you, and it was wrong, and oh, I'm sorry, and then for you to go on and on about it after saying so, I would have just got up and walked off. I mean, she's thick. Who did she sleep with to get to that job? That's what I want to know. Kay Burley, possibly the worst television presenter ever. Cold as ice. But sometimes I flick on there because the other two are getting on my nerves. And I think, I can't remember what they were talking about. Piers was shouting about something. And then, who was on the other side today? Was it, I don't think it was Naga this morning. It was the blonde girl. Who's quite nice, but I wasn't interested in what they were talking about. What was it? I thought it was school children. It was school children going back to school. I thought, oh, Christ, not again. Flicked over again, And then she was on there, and she was interviewing some MP or, someone of political, and she said something and quickly corrected herself, but then Kay went on and on. She wouldn't let it drop. Stupid cow. Get off my bleeding telly. Anyway, so I'd lost the Sky channels and another couple that I don't really watch, but I thought I'd flick across and see what else was gone. And the Al Jazeera one. The Al Jazeera one, with the little flame. I think it's a flame. Little, or temple, or whatever it is, the Arabian channel. I got it, that Arabian channel. That one. And there was another couple that had disappeared. CNN was there. I can't remember what else was missing. But perhaps the China one. The China one. CET or something like that. Oh, where are these channels gone? Anyway, so I thought, well, it's got to be the LNB or the dish. And I remembered the dish moved a while ago. Now, my dish is attached to the fence, okay? A fence post. And the fence is wooden. It won't work on my house because there's a lot of pine trees. So it's critical where the position of the dish is. You get something in front of it, as much as a leaf. If a leaf drops onto your LNB and gets stuck on it, you won't get a TV signal. That's how critical it is. And for its point is also very critical. And over time, I suppose, wood contracts and expands and it will move naturally on its own because it's not on like a metal post. So I went out there and I've got this. This isn't the one. This is a CB one, but it's very, very similar to this. Okay. And you take out the wire coming from the LNB. That's a thing in the satellite dish, and you plug that into there. And you plug the LNB into there. So that goes to the telly, right? And then it comes with another little wire like this, and you plug that into the LNB. It's much smaller than this one, right? And it starts making a noise, and the meter will go up so high. See, and it starts making a noise like. You don't have to actually be watching the telly. You can then, because the satellite dish isn't, because it's on a wooden thing, it kind of moves slightly, right? And if you move it, go, ooh, and the higher the note, the better aligned to the satellite it is. It's only going to be off a little bit, and you don't see anything. And it's wonderful. And the meter starts going up and down, so it might be, you'd start off in the middle. You'd have your little needle in the middle. Can you see that there? Yes. You'd have the little needle in the middle there, right? Hello, Rachel. Let me give you a raffle ticket. Rachel, where's all the raffle tickets gone that I just done? Where on earth did... Oh, there they are. Fallen under there. Oh, dear. Hang on a minute. Rachel, let me just do Rachel's ticket. 816, Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Rachel, there you are, darling. 816 for you, Rachel. All right. Okay, so the little meter, you'd have it sort of, when you plug it in, it could be anywhere. So you want to put it in the middle, yeah? So then you undo the nut a little bit and you start moving it. Ooh, and it goes higher. Ooh, like that. If it goes lower, ooh, you're moving it the wrong way. Okay? So it goes higher. Ooh, and if it gets to 10, you then turn that knob there and it comes back to halfway. So that then you can continue to adjust it, you see? You go, ooh, like that. Is this funny? I've just realised that this is absolutely hilarious. So then you put it back to the middle, ooh, like that, and then you move the dish a little bit more, ooh, and then also up and down as well, because it might have dropped or gone up a bit, you know. Ooh. So when you've got it good enough that way, then you turn it back to the middle, ooh, and then you and then you start moving. You tighten that nut, and then you move the other nut. That makes it go up and down. What's that, elevation or something? And then again, ooh, like that. Wonderful. And you do that both for the channel that's working, right? So BBC News was working fine. So do it on that one first. And then go back in your ass, because it changes something in the LNB. I don't know what. Go to the channel that wasn't working, which is probably now working, and then adjust it on that one as well. And then you undo that, you take the wires off, you put the wire back in again, and hey presto, everything's working. Fine. And that little gadget, I think it was about 20 quid I bought it off Amazon. And I've had it, it's the third time I've used that now. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And what's that saved me? 150 quid to call someone out to adjust that? Easy. That's what it is down there. Probably not so much up north. But I will take this up north as well with me as well. But not that one. It's the other one. I'll show you it tomorrow. It's very, very similar to that. I'll take it up north because I've noticed sometimes I lose the satellite channels there as well. So it's probably that the dish is not quite aligned. It's almost there, but not quite. It really does have to be dead on to see that the satellite's there and your dish is there, see? Right? So, if your dish is slightly... So, if it's like that, right? So, if your dish is slightly off, you can see it can't get the signals. Oh, there's a knock on the door. Can you hang on a minute? Please knock on the door. Stay there a minute. Sorry about that. I got 3 parcels there. 3 parcels. I don't know who they're from. One of them's really big. Don't say they sent me another load of boots. I bet they've sent me another load of boots. One of them looks like a boots thing. Not boots, walking trainers. Mad, isn't it? Okay. John says, so what noise is okay? Well, you want the highest noise, but then when you adjust it, the noise goes down, you see. So the higher it goes, the stronger the signal is coming in there. I'd be happy to come round. They're a fantastic little gadget, 25 quid. You'll require a little bit of knowledge. I'm all right with electrical things generally. So that's it. The bay leaves have not arrived. How dare you? Oh, can you just imagine that? It's one of my favourite comedy programmes on the telly. Can't pay well, take it away. You've never seen so many liars in all your life. Dear me, they knock on... Let me tell you, when the bay leaves turn out to chuck these people out, that is the very end of the line. They would have had letters, phone calls. They're not... Oh, we've come, I'm afraid you need to... Well, this is the first we heard about it. No, it's not. No, it's not, sunshine. You've had letters and everything there, dear. Dear me. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. Oh dear. Peter, I'm sending a bit of your show to my doctor to see why I'm the way I am. Remember, if you have trouble sleeping, just put one of these shows on. Do you have The Voice in the UK? Yes, we do. We do have The Voice, although I don't really watch it much anymore. My favourite, we had a host, he's American actually, will.i.am, who I think is just absolutely fantastic. Such a wonderful character. There's a man I'd like to meet. will.i.am, very, very talented man. He was in Black Eyed Peas as well, wasn't he? Black Eyed Peas. Remember that? Was it Shut Up or something like that he did? What was that song they did? Hang on, I can look that up. Black Eyed Peas. Was it Shut Up or Be Quiet or something like that? What was it? Shut Up. That was it. Shut Up. That was the one, wasn't it? Peter, Katie Burley has done her job for over 30 years. That doesn't mean she's good. Don't mean she's good. I've been doing this 15 years. I'm no good at this. Have you heard of Acorn TV, like Netflix? No, haven't heard of that, Dr. Gregorian. Is that an expensive one or is that free, that one? Don't know. Have you still got Babe Station? No, I turned it off when my sister got a job on there. No, I didn't watch it. My sister was on there. Well, she actually's been sacked from there now. Oh, don't go there, Paul and Lou. No, it's very sad, really. She doesn't like me to talk about it on here. My sister. She was on Babe Station. A lot of you don't know this. My sister was on Babe Station. But it's not that. She got sacked. No one rang. It's terrible. They put her on later and later at night, in the hope that some of the pissed lads... Oh, I beg your pardon. Some of the drunk lads, would ring in after they've come back from the pub. Or indeed some of the girls as well. Not a single phone call. She just didn't get the phone calls for them. It was costing them to have her on the telly. Terrible, really. I spent a small fortune pretending to be lots of different people, trying to keep her in a job. No, didn't happen. I was the only one ringing up. There's only so many voices that I can do, Eventually they realised it was the same person ringing her all the time. She's the only girl ever to be sacked from Babe Station. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Bring back the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I used to love that. Terry, get Sky. No, Terry, expense, dear. We've got to cut back. Austerity. We need to cut back. We can't afford Sky, Terry. It's all right with you. Your well-paid furlong's job or whatever you're doing at the moment. Terry's loaded, he is. Loaded. BritBox, all episodes of Love Island. Towery. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Although I like keeping up appearances. Old comedy I like. Dick Emery, as you well know. Dick Emery. All right. John loves the sound effects. Thank you. Play back and listen. Is that something for me to send to the BBC? I'll check it out later. What's our time stamp on this? 150. Let's go for 150 then. Timestamp. Up north they use dustbin lids. Morning to George Bond joining us today. Hello to you, George. Do you have Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour? Did you have your Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour? I don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't know what that is, I'm afraid. Oh, it's $4.99 a month. No, Dr. Gregorian. We can't afford such luxuries in this household. Just about afford Netflix. It's enough. I mean, you see, the trouble is I'm not a TV watcher, not a massive TV watcher. I have the news on more than anything else. And then I'll be watching a show and I'll get bored. That being said, Snowpiercer I'm enjoying at the moment, as you know, on Netflix. Good. Stella Wind, good morning. Atticus is in the house. Hello, Atticus. Stella Wind is there. He was short on cash that night. There's Mike Rees-Ponto. Acorn TV is what the squirrels watch, apparently, is it? Yeah, we've got a Facebook fan page now that I don't go on, okay? That's for you. That's for you to run me down and say anything you want, because I won't see it anyway. Don't worry about that. Hang on a minute. Let me put the post up for you there. Heidi Young is head of fan page. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's it gone now? Didn't you send me a message yesterday, Heidi, with that on it? Where's that gone? Can't find it now. She can't post it on there, but I can. So Heidi Young, there she is. Do 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 do. I've lost it now. Where's that gone, Heidi? Oh, was it an email you sent me? Was it an email rather than a thing there? I can't. Oh, there it is. Hang on, there it is. There you go. Let me post that. You can say horrible things about me on there because I won't be looking at it. You know. There you go. Facebook fan page there. Heidi Young. There you go. There's her job, you see. In charge. Oh, you've already done it. In charge of fan page. Heidi Young. Thank you, Heidi. Are you being served? Oh, James, we love it. Are you being served? We absolutely love it. Unfortunately, the liberal lefties got their own way over here, and that's no longer repeated. I think that's the reason why, probably. Are you being served? Absolutely fantastic series. Anyway, there we go. All right, can we do today's birthdays, gang? I did do some other DIY yesterday. You'll be pleased to know, boys and girls. I had a ladder bracket in my shed. Now, the shed it's like a lean-to, so that's a brick wall. And the bracket had come off. It'd been like that for a couple of years, to be honest. The raw plug had come right out of the hole, which often happens when I put shelves and things. I mean, I can put shelves up, just don't put anything on them. It's that bad. My DIY is terrible. Okay, so this thing's come. I thought I've got to do something about that. So I got my No More Nows exterior, okay? I pumped that into the hole and then took a brand new raw plug and gently tapped it into the wall. I left it for a couple of days. Yesterday, I went out and half screwed the bracket on, okay? The raw plug seems to be remaining in place in the hole. Then I got my No More Nows again and I put it up and down the back of the bracket and then screwed it to the wall. So I'm hoping I've got a good fixing there. There you go. DIY Chris is in the house. Next week, I'll be introducing a brand new series here on United Kingdom Talk on how to build your own home extension. That's happening next week, okay? Right, let's do today's birthdays. We haven't got many birthdays today, actually. Kenny Power today is 40 years old. Happy birthday to you, Kenny. Pete Jays, hello Pete, 53 years old today. Happy birthday to Pete. And also David Law, it's his birthday as well. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, boys and girls. All right, yeah. Birthday time. We always do the birthdays here on the show. Got some emails here from people requesting raffle tickets, which I'll deal with straight after the show, as always today. All right. Now, being Tuesday night, it's quiz night tonight, gang. Join us back here on this channel tonight at 8 o'clock for our weekly quiz. Please advertise that on your Facebook walls as well. We need a few more people along for that, okay? Quiz night tonight here on this channel at 8 o'clock UK time. All right, Chris Woodhouse, didn't you get a ticket there, Chris? 817 for Chris Woodhouse. Oh, that music doesn't sound right. Why doesn't that sound right? That music doesn't sound right. Why is that? Oh, there we go. That doesn't sound right, does it? That music. Why is that music? Oh, I know what I've done. I've reset the thing, haven't I, mate? Let's try it now. Ah, that's better. I thought that sounded a bit odd then, did you? Did you notice that? There you go, Chris. 817 for you. Okay, good. And we're done, I think, this evening. Thanks very much, boys and girls. So see you again for the quiz tonight at 8 o'clock. Have a lovely day. I'm going to try the app, actually, because I'm going for a walk now. Where is it now? So I'll try the app that we've downloaded. What's it called? Relive or something like that. And I'll let you know how that goes on. But first, I need to open my parcels that have arrived and see what exciting things are there today. I'm so excited. See you tonight at 8 o'clock. Have a lovely day. Thanks very much for watching and listening. And thank you those of you that sent us a little tip today as well. See you tonight. Bye-bye now.